Hello YouTube, I just hit the recording button without warning anybody in chat about it. It was quite the non sequitur for them, but for you, it's all fine because it's the start of a video. We're playing Dwarf Fortress and this is Cryptbeards XVII, Episode 2, The Embark. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Kastukos. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the Yetis get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here, at this place. Del Regashund, Steel Fortress. Strike the earth. And strike the earth we shall. Let's get in there with our little picks. Or shall we? Because the screen has gone black. Beautiful. Come on, game. You can do it. You can do it, Dwarf Fortress. Oh my god, this marimba music is really something, isn't it? I need to go through the list and purge it, because there's a few weird guitar tracks that come on that just don't... They seem incongruent with Dwarf Fortress to me, but there you go. No, this is not a challenge fortress where everything should be made of steel. This is my stock in trade classic fortress. We've got a volcano embark. We're going to go for maybe a lava moat this time, but we're going to try and get our magma industries up really quickly and build ourselves some nice little fortifications so we're all safe and sound when people attack. And hopefully I'll be able to get a military up and running. Shall I turn the camera on while this is happening here? Because just this black screen is a little bit tedious, isn't it? It's my fault, really. I should have waited until the game had actually loaded up properly before I pressed record, shouldn't I? Not that that matters to the live viewers. They don't care. It all takes the same amount of time for them. Come on, Dwarf Fortress, what the hell is going on? Why you take so long? Have I got something wild and wacky open in the background that's grinding all the cycles out of my CPU? Let's have a quick look. Bear with me a moment while I open up the old task manager. No, we're fine. Barely using a quarter of my CPU. What's going on here, Dwarf Fortress? You feeling alright? You alright, buddy? You gonna be okay? Or are you gonna fall over? Are you gonna collapse? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Here's me doubting the old fortress, the old DF, and there was no good reason to. Right, we can ditch the camera now. You don't need my face to keep you interested. You've got beautiful graphics to do that. Okay, so let's have a little survey. Oh, not enough free nest box zones. You need 4 more. Shit, that's different. Hang on. Okay, so we've paused. We need to go into Dwarf Fortress. Can somebody remember the command to show more levels in the view? Because at the moment we're only seeing 5 Z levels, and it's not enough for my tastes. It's not enough, you hear me? So where have we embarked? We've embarked here on a hillside. Let's zoom right out and get a look at... Whoa! What the funky dickens was that all about? Okay, so over here we've got our nice little bit of mountain, which our dwarves have decided to huddle up against for some reason. And then here we have a volcano. Oh, yes, very good. Let's see how far down we have to go. We don't have to go down too far for lava. It's basically on the ground floor by the looks of things. So the lava level is perfect. And look at these magnificent plains with lots of trees in. That's not too bad. I quite like this. I think we've got a chance. Hopefully there's some fish in those waters there. That would be nice. The volcano is very steep, isn't it? I feel like we're going to get some good fun. What we need to do is we're going to have to build this fortress in 2 parts. We're going to have a part over here and a part over here, and then underground elements that connect them. I think the first place to start building those probably got to be over by the volcano, right? Just to break in and get those magma furnaces sorted. What have we got here? What's this material? This material is silty clay loam. Oh, crap. And it looks like it goes all the way up to the edge of the volcano hole. Well, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Sadly, that's what I got. It's not K, is it? It's Q. That tells us what's what. No, it is K. It was K that tells me what's what. Yeah, silty clay loam. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. I think if you only made stuff out of steel, you'd be stuck pretty quickly. Okay, it starts being obsidian 1 floor below, but we'll see how it works out. Alright, we've taken in the lay of the land. We've found that this is mostly silty loam, so it's probably best not to build here. So we'll make some kind of smithing complex over there later on, and we'll start over here. Oh, this is mostly clay loam as well, is it? Well, fine. Bastard mountain, how dare you? This looks like a nice natural opening for our start, so I'm going to put the setting to dig. There we go, or mine rather, and I suppose we'll just dig in here, right? If we go from there, just head down maybe, oh, not that way, there we go. Dig a nice deep gash into the side of the mountain and see what comes up, see what we find. I'll unpause everything as well and we can get cracking. I also should probably put some stockpiles down, shouldn't I? You know what? Everything can stay at the wagons until we actually get some kind of interior established. This is good. We've gone straight into a vein wall. Oh, what have we got here? Please tell me more, game. Sphalerite. Sphalerite. Okay, what is that? Is that gems? Holy shit! Look at the size of this vein. And what's this? Marble. Marble? Marble. Okay, that's not a bad wall material, is it? I could do with a bit of marble. Right, let's keep these lads digging. The multiple Z levels is a setting in LNP. No, there's definitely a command in Dwarf Hack or DF Hack that lets you change it. What's wrong with clay? People can just dig through it to get into your fortress. It's a dangerous material. A dangerous material for walls, I say. I think what we might do is we'll have in this little marble area. Actually, where have I done? So we've only got this space up here and this space down here inside the mountain. Realistically, as we go up, it's not fantastic. It is more rocky at the top though. I have to, like this. Whoa, nice and straight. If I was playing RimWorld, I'd be worried about digging through it, but maybe we should have just come up a bit higher and started digging into stone. You know what? Here's my plan. Here's my plan. We're going to dig this corridor in. We're going to make it twist and turn a little bit for a bit of trappage. I'm going to put a... I'm going to do it now, in fact. Let's dig that out. And then 2, 3, so they can get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking hell, calm down, scoundrel. There we go. That can be our trading post. And then if we dig round this way, like this. In fact, let's not do that. Let's do that. And then we're going to bring the tunnel back down this way. And then hopefully before we hit dirt, we're going to come up one more. Hopefully before we hit dirt. Not guaranteed, but we'll see how it works out. And then we can also take that out. Or do I want to take... You know what? I'll make a little staging area like that. Just for a little bit of visual variety. And we come down here. Oh, Scruttux, that was removed. Okay, so down, enter, down, across. Bingo, that's what we want. Okay, so now we have a nice little design here, little entryway. And this can go up into the mountain, I think. I think we're far enough in. So D, I, we're going to make ourselves a nice little set of stairs that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, practically to the top of the mountain. Not quite the top, but practically. Up to here will do, and we'll see what we find going up, which is, I know, not the usual direction of dwarven digging, but, you know, variety is the spice of life. And then my plan is to do a little corridor there and dig down into the bowels of the earth, where we will find all sorts of fun stuff. Hello, Thalia, I'm going to go with. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. And lead and silver. I think that's galena, isn't it? Galena gives you lead and silver? Or am I crazy? It's entirely possible I'm crazy. Hang on a minute. Why are those two not done? I could put some more doors in for staging. Yeah, let's put another set of doors in here and here and here and here. They're horribly misaligned, aren't they? I don't like that. Let's fix that. Doop, doop. There we go. That's better. Nice. Nice. Keep digging, boys. Right, I think next to our trading post, it makes sense. In fact, behind some doors, I'm going to dig here and here. We're going to put the... how do I do the priority? Digging priority 4. Let's make this priority 3. There we go. So they do this after digging the main tunnel. There we go. And then we'll come round this corner here with a little bit of extra corridor, and then there and there. I don't know why I keep doing these double doors, but I don't know, it seems to make sense to me. And over here we're going to do our nice little military room. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Pretty cool. I don't know why I'm painting it in like this when I could just area select it, but hey, I've done it now. There's no point complaining. Okay, so that should hopefully not go too far into the thing. And you know what? I'm going to go we're going to do a stairwell, right? And we go down a floor. Yeah. Right. And then from there... Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Down. And then if I come up a floor, I can see where it ends. Down a floor again, and bang, there we go. This we're going to turn into an archery range, so we can have the training upstairs, and for melee upstairs, and the training for archery downstairs. There will be a little bit more jiggery pokery to get it all sorted out. I have to put a trench in for the arrows to be reclaimed from, all that kind of jazz. But you know, let's put the infrastructure in place. Let's create the actual thing. Either is good. They dig 3s before 4s. Ah, yes, that's now blatantly obvious. let's remedy that. 5. Yes, these are the numbers I seek. This is not the number you're looking for. I'm doing this very badly. Let's just be efficient and sensible instead of a silly, silly man. There we go. So get rid of you, and then down a floor. You know what? They can't get to that yet. I might mess with their minds a little bit, but we'll have to just live with that. There we go. Dig my corridor out, and please don't breach any mud. Please no clay wall. Please no clap. I should probably put a stockpile down for wood, shouldn't I? Let's not just stand here staring at our miners as they chug through the earth. Let's create a wooden stockpile. A wooden? Fuck! We had a crash? Holy shit, full-blown crash! That is not what I was expecting. And it came out of the blue. Out of nowhere. Huh. Wait. Yeah. Complete crash. Bugger. Oh, it's a good job we saved before we embarked, isn't it? Please bear with me one moment. I'm going to close down Dwarf Therapist and Sound Sense, because when I reload the game, they're just going to open again. It's going to cause a massive pain in the arse, and we'll see what we can do. Crikey. A little bit annoyed at that. Okay. There we go. And if I just move my windows quickly to get rid of all the stuff that's being a pain in the arse. Bang. We also need to change the music and sound so we don't end up listening to 2 sets of music at once. There we go. Oh, that's better. Turn to title screen. Continue playing. There. Play now. There we go. And hopefully... Oh, sugar. I haven't zoomed in properly. Let's hope we don't end up with tiny, tiny text that nobody can read. That's going to be a problem. I mean, I'm worried now. If we've had one crash already, what are we to expect? Right. Is that good enough? You know what? Let's zoom in a bit here. That's better. That's a bit better. And also, I think I need to move my chat down a bit lower, because if it pops up where it is now, it's going to be obscured by text. Okay. Take 2. Take 2. Right, with the prescience of now knowing what is where, let's dig in where we dug in before, which I believe was here. There we go. Pop in there a few times. Go a little bit further, maybe. Ah, well done, scoundrel. You made it far too thin. That's exactly what we needed. There we go. That's it. And then up there. And you know what? I've got a different idea for this one. And I'm going to change it slightly. We're going to go down like this. and then at each stage we're going to do that. And then if we want to, we can make these fortifications and have dwarves firing crossbows through them. Not crossbows, they're a different thing. Yeah, look at that. That's about the size of the thing we wanted. Nice little corridor that can be trapped, and all manner of other defensive measures taken. Cool. And then obviously, you know what, I'm going to dig there, and then boom, up to the top. Even higher this time. Even higher than ever before. Wow. That mountain actually goes pretty high. Let's go down a few levels. Bosh, there we go. Good. Right. Excellent news. So, back to the embark. Unpause, let them get digging. And hopefully this time we'll be able to press P and W and not have the game crash for whatever reason there was that it crashed last time. Actually, does it need to be that big really? I think it just needs to be one shift square, doesn't it? Bump, bump, like that. That'll be good. Cool. So we've got a wooden one. Let's designate some trees for the chop. I think clearing out our entryway is probably a good idea, right? We don't want trees blocking our main entry. And also, we're going to need some grazing land for our farm. I forgot about that. Maybe even build a wall. I think we need to build a wall around, maybe a nice little palisade wall with a trench around it. Maybe a bit of overhang to stop people climbing up. It's a possibility, right? I think that could be good. Let's have a quick sip of water here. Okay, we're getting stuff done. Here's that first bit of marble. Then there should be a break in the marble and then a bit more marble. And it's that second bit of marble we dug into to make the barracks. Oh, we've struck Heliodor. Oh, is that this gemstone here? Rough Heliodors. Rough Heliodor sounds like a description of some kind of person that you'd counter on a holiday. Like I went to Spain and I saw the Heliodors. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bit of a weird thing to say. So we're going to go to now designate a level 5 diggeroony. And over here we'll dig our barracks again. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to stick it there on the end. And you can go there. Bingo. One shift room for a barracks. And then we'll do the stairs down in the same place again. And then if I just go to dig, this should be the right size. Yep. Bingo. There we go. We've got our second room sorted. Let's keep them digging. I should probably also put the herbalist on gather, shouldn't I? D, what is it for gather plants? P, there we go. Start there, and we'll put a nice big gather area around here. Oh yes, just what we wanted. Do I build quantum stockpiles? Trading post room, good point, Thalia. Thalia? Okay, I'll get there. I'll settle on something eventually. I will settle on something eventually. For now, I'm flitting around like a butterfly in a hurricane. If we do the trading post right here, we should be good, shouldn't we? So, why'd that skip over to the right there? I didn't like that. Okay, so it's going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the central entryway. It's about the right size, isn't it? That's about the right size. Good. Okay, and then after that, we can build ourselves some kind of drawbridge or something. I do like a bit of a pit. I like a bit of a pit with something in it at the bottom. Maybe some spikes. Maybe just a very steep drop. We have done a number of lethal drop pits before. They're a lot of fun. I quite like the idea of a drawbridge that lifts up to the side, maybe, so it smashes stuff. Just to get back to your point, sorry there, I haven't done quantum stockpiles before. But, you know what? I'm not opposed to the idea of doing it. Have I done it before? You're probably better off asking somebody in chat if I've done quantum stockpiles before, because I think they'll probably have a stronger memory of what I did. I mean, just a stronger memory in general. My memory is atrocious, especially for stuff in my content. Oftentimes people put comments on the YouTube videos, and I look at it and go, well, I'm sure that's related to something, but I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Now I have to watch the whole hour-long video to figure out what this is referencing. God damn it. Except I don't actually watch the whole hour-long video. I've watched it before. I was there. I lived it, man. I do. So I have to admit, though, sometimes I do end up watching my own videos. It's sad. It's a tragic thing. I turn them on. I start listening, going, oh, let's see if I can get an idea for a title or something. I'll just listen to it for a bit. And then I end up listening to myself and going, oh, I like this. Oh, I love listening to the sound of this guy's voice. This is amazing. And then I just get that horrible moment of realization where I go, oh my God, I'm so vain. Oh, somebody stop my ego. I'm going to explode. I'm going to burn up with pride. Well, that's true. Remembering stuff in a current form is hard enough. Still, we'll get there. We'll get there. We've got a few. How many people we've got in chat? Ooh, 13. Legendarily, apocryphally unlucky. So let's hope that it doesn't turn out to be the case. I need to set a grazing zone. There's something to remember. It's all coming flooding back to me. I haven't played since last September, but it's all coming back to me. So we'll put our grazing zone. Should we put it right outside the gate? I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll put it right outside the gate here. And we'll make it as big as we bloody well can. Yes. Yes. What do we click now? We use it as an animal training area as well. Excuse me. Hiccups and burps at the same time. Classic scoundrel. Pen pasture. That's the one we want, isn't it? And then we set the information. And in there we shall place our llamas. Llamas. Oh, and we've acquired a water buffalo and a horse somehow. Presumably the horse came with the wagon. I don't know what the buffalo's for. I would have thought if you used a water buffalo and a horse to pull a wagon, you're going to end up with a wagon that goes in a circle. I mean, they've got different stride lengths and everything. Oh, it's going to be chaos. Mind you, I suppose they could change the pace of their walk to avoid that. Strike that. It's perfectly possible to pull a horse. Pull a horse? To pull a cart with asymmetrical animals? I'm an idiot. Ignore me. So, this digging's coming along. The wood stockpile has now reached capacity, and therefore maybe we should just build a carpenter's workshop outside. So build, what is it, W for workshop? Yes, it's all flooding back to me. And then C. And out here, there we go. Bingo. We'll make it out of, what do we make it out of? Hazelwood logs? Sure, let's make it out of hazelwood logs. And then maybe a mason's workshop as well, just to get the mason working. I know you won't like being outside, but I mean, we don't have any choice. Let's not build it from steel bars. We'll also build that from sweet, sweet hazel. Oh, yes. Hazelwood. Fine wood, fine nuts. Yeah, I probably would think the song is about me. I probably would. I poured myself a big glass of water before I started, and I just got to the end of it. And I note there's some dishwasher gritty bits still at the bottom of the glass. And if that wasn't enough, the water also got a little bit stale. How sad. How terribly sad. Now, what am I going to put at the end of this corridor here? Because I realise now I've dug the corridor this way and then put the stairs up there. So, milk quartz. Oh, very nice. Oh, what's this stuff? What's this nice blue stone? This is dacite or dacite. Presumably dacite. What have we got down here? This one is citrine clusters, milk quartz clusters. I like this dacite. That's nice. Granite. Nice. Love a bit of granite. Nice, reliable, sturdy stone. Also radioactive. Not the best building material for an underground base. But whatever. Whatever. Raid on. Whee. Don't know where I was going with that. A little bit weird. Yeah. The lovely Hazelwood. She does sound like a television presenter's name, doesn't it? Please welcome to the stage your presenter for the night, Hazelwood. Alright there, how you doing? I'm Hazelwood. I don't know why I've given her a very poor Liverpudlian accent, but I went there, and now I'm going to have to live with the consequences. So, oh dear, what a shame. It was all going so well until I did that, wasn't it? I've besmirched my own good name, what it was. For what it was, rather. Oh, we've got the things built. I should really be putting orders in, shouldn't I? So, in the Carpenter's workshop, I think we all know what we're going to make first. 7 beds for 7 little dwarves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hi-ho! There we go. And then in the Mason's workshop, I am going to say... No. I'm tempted to build up a supply of blocks. But I also know it's probably a good idea to build up a supply of coffins. So maybe I'm going to make blocks on repeat. Blocks, repeat. We're going to make coffins on repeat. And we're going to make doors are probably a good thing to make on repeat as well. And then what else are we going to end up building a nice little supply of? Tables and chairs are cool to have a stock of, but I think I want to make those to order now. I've had too many times I've had warehouses filled with the frigging things. Okay, so we've got those there. We need a stockpile. Oh, sorry. We need a stockpile, of course, for that furniture. In fact, let's make a Barblock stockpile. Hopefully everything won't get too out of hand and everything will be fine, he says. Okay, there's a Barblock stockpile. We'll have to move all this indoors once we've got some actual space, but let's not worry too much about it right now. What else do I want? Bars, blocks, and furniture. Do they put coffins in furniture piles? Let's hope so. Do I need anything else? We should make a refuse pile as well, but we'll put that over here. Out of sight, out of mind. There we go. Bang, refuse. Do we need any other stockpiles, or are we good? I should probably make a stone stockpile next to the mason as well. Not that it's vital. We're going to get rid of all these bits and bobs later down the line. But for now, just need somewhere to put all the stuff. There we go. Right, let's unpause the action. Get the screen back how I like it. And bing, bang, bong. Doors, throne, tables. Oh, I don't know about steel beds. That doesn't sound fun. No, Hazelwood definitely not magma safe. Definitely not. In fact, anything that's made of wood, I would guess, not magma safe, unless there are some sort of freaky special woods in the game. Freaky special wood. That sounds like a name as well. Hello, my name is Freaky Special Wood. Actually, it sounds more like you'd have a strong sort of California beach bum accent. That's the kind of thing I imagine you'd have. So, up here, we can go and build... What are we building up here? What do we want to build? Marble. A few floors of marble. Right in the middle floor of the marble vein here. I want to build some... I want to build something... what do we put here? I think... I know what to put up here. A religious area. We'll make a temple. We're going to make a temple. I mean, that's a bit early for this kind of carry-on. So, I'm going to make the temple... It's priority 7 for digging. So... Hang on, zoom in. Come on, scoundrel. Get with the program. What are you doing here? Let's zoom right in so we can actually see. There we go. And now I dig rather than chop down trees. Bish, bash. Bosh. Can we actually do anything from there? Okay. Actually, I'm going to be a bit fruity with this one. We're going to go wild, in fact. Let's start by... digging out. Oh, come on. Why does it default to chop down trees? I mean, sure, it's a handy thing to be able to do at a drop of a hat, but I mean, it's not the thing I do all the time, is it? I definitely dig more than I chop trees. Okay, we're going to start like this with this little thing here. This is going to be our main temple complex. And then we're also... Do I put a little knobbin on that? Let's put a little knobbin on it. And then we'll build off down here a bit, because we know the stone goes all the way through, and we'll make a secondary chamber. Oops-a-daisy, a little bit asymmetrical there, but we'll deal with that in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry, that asymmetry is bothering me as much as it bothers you, so it will get dealt with. No need to panic. And then maybe we'll make some side chapels here, just slightly smaller. Curse you and your asymmetry. Bosh, 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 there we go. And then we put another one of these little side chapels. Oh, for fuck's sake. Boom, there we go. And then we remove that and that. And we got some lovely little chapels. What else can we do? Can we fit another room over here? I think we can, yeah. D. Go down there, down there, down there, and there. So, we've got a temple complex up here. That's pretty groovy cool. Then, I think once we've dealt with that, we'll unpause it and let the guys dig what they can. Hopefully, they will dig Actually, let's also set the hotkeys while we're here. I'll zoom out just a little bit. And I will press... What is it? Hotkeys. Capital H. I'm going to take a risk and press capital H. Oh, yeah. We'll zoom this one to here because this is our gate. And then we'll go back, move away a bit and test it. Bosh! Success! The sweet taste of success! Hello, Nuka Citrus. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. And you'd like a freaky special? Oh, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can rustle it up. Just spotted the sand. Hang on, wait a minute. What? Sand? Where? Sand? Is that this material here? That's clay loam, isn't it? It's a soil wall. Wait a minute. Is sand up the top? Let's head up a bit. You've piqued my interest here. Sandy, 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 sandy. Sand. Oh wait, is this stuff sand? Snow. It's a pile of snow, it's not sand. Sadly, we will not be making glass from snow. Although, if we go down to the first level, let's move over to our little volcano here. Let's let them dig, get on with their business. Then we'll look over here at the volcano, and if we head up to the top of the cone, will we find sand or will we find snow? I think we're going to find snow, if anything. It doesn't look very sandy. It's a very... What the hell? It's a very intriguing shape. It's almost like a sort of gate at this height. But unfortunately, we know that if we dig it out as a massive gate, we will end up just flooding the whole map with lava, which would frankly be suboptimal. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see much action on the slopes there with some sand. How about down here? Any sand? Doesn't look like it. It looks like we are bereft of sand. Sandless. Utterly bloody sandless. We should probably dig out some food stockpiles and whatnot as well, shouldn't we? Let's go back up to the temple level. And then from the level below or above, actually, let's go higher. Let's go right to the very top floor. Bingo. And then we dig out here. Come on. Dig, dig. A snowstorm has come. Oh shit. That doesn't sound good. In fact, that sounds pretty rough. Okay, so we go up here. We're going to dig out there. We're going to dig there. And then right on the edge of the map, we are going to bang downstairs. Bosh. Doo-doo. And then we go down, 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 down. Oh, arse candles. Nuggets of fika. Let's keep going down anyway, and I will de-designate that other area. Actually, I shouldn't go too bonkers with the digging deep, should I? We should have a segregated, separate mine. Right, let's just take that down a few floors below ground level. Back up to the top. Back up to the top. Come on, scoundrel. Back up to the top. We should put a hotkey up here as well, shouldn't we? Shift H. Oh, no. Shift H. Hotkey 2. So we say F2. Zoom here. Name. Temples. There we go. And then we have to, of course, de-designate some of this digging, because otherwise we're going to end up with some serious issues. We don't want it just going straight through the temple complex. So that's now what that looks like. It doesn't look great, does it? It's not what I would call gorgeous, but it'll have to do. Have to do. And down, 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 and then from here I'm going to dig out a nice little area, set myself up with a little doorway, and we'll dig a corridor, 4 areas long, 4 shift lengths, yeah, 4 shift lengths, and we'll see what becomes of that. Okay, back up to the surface. Looks like things are moving along not too badly. We have a lot of gems lying around, just sitting on the floor. Make your own sand. Dig out all the rocks, put them in a river, wait 10,000 years, boom, instant sand. That would work. That would work. Yeah. And it's true. The dwarfiness does go up as gorgeousness goes down. Too bloody gorgeous. Too bloody gorgeous. Right, they've abandoned work on the barracks because I put everything else at higher priority. Those temples will get done first. I should have put them at a much lower priority, shouldn't I? Oh, have I? I did, I put them at 7. What are my miners doing then? Hang on a minute. What are you digging? You are digging this area. Yeah, that's priority 5. Good. Right, we need to build our trading post now. So, where's trade depot? Capital D. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Make it out of marble, may as well, seeing as we've got the stuff. It's a very pretty little material to build with. Hopefully people will enjoy it. Okay, so we've got our furniture. Our carpenters stopped working. I feel what we should do is get him making the classic spiked wooden balls for trading. So we'll make spiked wooden balls, repeat the order, and then add also, what am I going to make? I think we need, is it V for barrels? We don't need barrels, I brought a shitload of those, so let's cancel that. Bins, always handy, especially with all that bloody steel knocking around, so we'll repeat that. Barrels, bins, what's the other thing? What's the other thing I always need to make shitloads of? Animal traps, cages. Cages are always handy. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's make some cages. Put that on repeat, just so when our traps get installed, they have something to do. Excuse me. Unbelievable. How dare I? How very rude. I think that's it, isn't it? That's basically good enough. Yep, we'll stick with that for now. Bang. Good stuff. Wheelbarrows, they could be handy. We did bring a couple. We'll get wheelbarrows in a bit. I won't put them on the list just yet. I'll let the digging get a little bit more ahead, because I have actually given us quite the tortuous, turny little route. They're on their way down into the deeper depths. That's good. And then once they're down there, and they start digging this tunnel, we'll be able to put some rooms off of it that will give us a chance to store stuff inside. Because frankly, right now, we're in trouble. We are in dire need of some, good stuff to happen. Are these blocks? Gabbro blocks, I say. Maybe we should build a wall around this place. If I just go up a floor, how's the... we could just get rid of some of these ramps and bosh, build the wall up against it. Although that doesn't make sense. No, we'll leave the wall for now. Hopefully no one will attack us in our early days and we'll be safe. Minecarts, if you're making quantum piles, minecarts are also condensed fun, especially the really heavy ones. I have never done any minecarts in this before, so I am actually interested in giving that a whirl and seeing what happens. How many graves have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, and we're all set for graves. Well, for our current population at least, which of course is a bit, honestly, you can never have enough graves pre-dug, or pre-built, rather. Sarcophagi, tombs, you know the thing. Not technically a grave. Should we put a graveyard down here? You know what, I think we actually should probably put a graveyard higher up near the temples, right? Go near the top. Maybe the floor below or above we put the graveyards. I think the floor below, actually. I'm going to make a nice graveyard here. What? Okay, just jumped across the screen for no real reason. So we'll place here. So we're going to start with this little corridor that goes in with a load of little alcoves coming off of it for burial chambers. Then we go in here and we'll build another one of my fancy little rooms like this. This will do for now. Let's get this in. Bing bang bong, bing bang bong, dong. And then there we go. Build that in. Lovely. And we'll just keep doing these little things, and then maybe if there's a little bit of space left over, we'll make a few sort of larger tombs. Can I... You know what? Build down here. There's a little tomb. Here's a little tomb. Keep going down here, and we'll make another bigger room. Here we go. It's going to be a fairly tortuous little... Oh, I've done it again. This is too high a priority. We need to make this priority 6, I think. Just slightly higher priority than the temples, because I get the feeling we really need to take care of the practical side of ecumenical matters before we deal with the intangible theological ideas. Yeah? I think it makes more sense. A church is far more useful if it's burying dead bodies than if it's just going, well, I think the papers mean this. Which is obviously subject to interpretation. I'm quite pleased that I managed to get the word ecumenical into a stream without really shoehorning it. That's quite good. Knowing my luck, I've probably used it incorrectly. It's probably like ecumenical clamps are probably some kind of sex device. I mean, not that I've ever heard of ecumenical clamps. The only context I've ever heard the word in is it being said with regards to priests. But then again, let's just let that hang in the air like a bad smell. Diggy. There's something quite therapeutic about doing all these little diggy bits. I bet it's as tedious as fuck to watch, but unfortunately I am now right in the zone, and this is what you've got. This is what you've got for the foreseeable. Can I dig on that edge? Not quite. It's all good though. So if we do this, and then, you know what? There, and there. Okay, this isn't too bad. I see what we're doing, these little burial chambers like this. They can have a guy in the middle, guy in each corner, and then that should keep the thoroughfares free, right? Man, I'm getting very extravagant. Mind you, can you be too extravagant when it comes to dwarven burials? Perhaps not. Wait a minute. Wait a darn minute. That's better. There we go. Oh, keep the pattern. Keep the pattern. Don't panic. Okay. I think we can all see where this is going. I don't need to explain myself, do I? You see the pattern? Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Although it's quite therapeutic when it works right, every time I make a little error like that, it's just like a grinding sound in my head going, fix it, fix it. Okay, and then this way, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little complex of smaller tombs. No, not like that. Like that. And then, oh, these are for the fancy pants. So you can get like a statue and a few bits and bobs and a doorway to close off the tomb. So that, oh, bugger, not quite big enough. Fucking bugger. Sod it, we'll just do it we'll continue the pattern. No special tombs for our knobs. No. And by knobs I mean nobility, not, you know, willies. Why would you want to put a special tomb for a willy? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. There we go, that's what we're trying to do. So maybe even join them up and go hog wild. Yeah? Yeah, there we go. There's a little doodah. And then each of these can be a nice little private tomb for a nobility. There we go. I got my tombs in. I got my tombs in. Tombs. Every time I say the word tombs, it reminds me of X-Files. Good old tombs. Right, it's not the most elegant of structures, but it works. And it will house many dead dwarves. We won't need to redig a graveyard for quite some time. Okay, dwarves back into action. And away we go. Minecart goblin grinders using impulse ramps are almost too efficient. Okay, I have to look into that. Very bloody corridors and a misery spiral. Yeah, well, they go hand in hand, don't they? We actually had, was it a forgotten beast that got killed by wineskins boiling and exploding from its breath weapon? I think that's what happened. I could be wrong, though. I do remember lots of exploding wineskins and people being scalded by boiling wine vapour. Which is nice, you know. If you're going to go, go in style. Let's start building these doors. Excuse me. Hiccups. That should do. Oh, mad hiccups. Minecarts and surface lava could mean lava cannons, like Luke Cupo does. That sounds interesting. Could give that a go. Claycree asked the question, which I'm sure had some contextual prompting. What isn't a sex device? Well, the old adage goes, anything is if you're brave enough. But, you know, I would say that generally speaking, sharp kitchen knives are not sex devices, and those who use them as such usually do not end up with very long sex lives because they end up with no genitals, I would imagine. I mean, that's what... Oh, well, let's backpedal for a second, because I was about to launch myself headfirst into a very dark place, which would have led to a very uncomfortable silence from chat as people sort of shied away from their keyboards and went, oh... that would have been too far. But thankfully I caught myself and I reeled it back in. We almost went to the dark place. But thankfully, we've avoided it. Maybe I need to say something happy and light-hearted. Something a little bit jolly to keep the mood up. Something to buoy the viewers' spirits up. How about... No, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. My mind is a festering whirlpool of darkness and evil right now. All of the thoughts crossing my cerebellum are absolutely unacceptable for speaking in a public forum, and therefore I just have to sit here and waffle for a bit until something a little less, you know, extreme crosses my mind. What to do next, though? What to do next? Once they've got this digging down sorted out and we've dug the... Oh, well, I spoke very soon. Too soon, in fact. What we're going to do is we're going to put some offices down this side. Little offices for little workers. There we go. These should be about the right size, yeah? No one needs an office bigger than that, do they? Well, if they do, they can go fuck themselves. You heard me. Go fuck themselves. With themselves. Disappear up your own orifices. So, bookkeeper, manager, broker. We'll make another office for the mayor. Does the mayor need an office separate from the broker's one? You know what? This entire edge of the corridor, because it's so conveniently sized for this, let's just bung in a buttload of offices. There we go. Office, 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 office. And if we don't need them, we don't need them. We can use them for storage cupboards or something. We'll find a use for them. But otherwise, all of this space is going to go vastly underutilised. Tragically underutilised. Good. So, offices. Fantartable. The next thing I want to do is... Do we make this a workspace or a living level? I'm thinking a workspace. So immediately my mind says, bosh, bosh, one big room. No, actually, no. I've got a different plan. I do this all the time. Let's get a little bit more exciting. Let's try and be a bit more like Cupo. We may not have magma lava carts, but we can try and make something a little bit more nice. Hello, Sanctum Spirit Stone. Welcome back to the stream. I think, I'm not entirely sure you've been here before, but I think you have. If you haven't, sorry, welcome to the stream. And that's a very pertinent little bit of input you've got there. Orifices. Orifices! What a word. What a word. Okay, so here's our first workroom. I'm going to put... In fact, I might make the workrooms the same, just a bit bigger than these. So here's my plan. That's a good idea. Right, we're going to put one doorway there and one doorway there. And then these little workrooms are going to be just a little bit bigger than the offices, because they've got to fit like a mason's workshop in and some bits and bobs around it. I'll make a nice little stone stockpile around the mason's workshop, and then off the back here we're going to make a storage room, which is going to be long and thin because I'm crazy. So the next one of these goes in here. How do I have 5? Why did I make it 5? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up to there, down to here. Whee! Colour it in. Lovely. And then onto a stockpile of some kind. Here we go. I mean, this doesn't have any real rhyme or reason behind it. I'm just doing what feels like it's going to look nice. I want something that's going to be pleasant to look at, you know? I don't want my eyes bleeding every time I look at my fort and my heart sinking. That would be terrible. Who wants their heart to sink? I like it where it is. It does its job perfectly fine, slap bang in my chest. I don't need it drifting towards my bottom. Tee-hee, as I say. I said bottom. X, that's remove, isn't it? Not C. What does C do? Does C do anything on this menu? No, C does nothing on this menu. Ignore the C key. Okay, so, boom. These are going to be our workshops. Mason, carpenter. Already at a bit of a loss, but never mind. In each of their rooms, I'm going to have their raw materials as best I can. In fact, because we've got that little bit of extra space, let's just plump these rooms up a bit. Give them a little bit more girth, a little bit more wiggle room. There we go. Oh, no, that went too far. There we go. Girthy. Lovely. Fit a lot of stuff in there. Good. Okay, so those are going to be stockpiles and storerooms. And then we will put their output... in fact, no, let's make the input. Need input! Little reference for you 80s kids there. Film a lot more racist than you remember. Or at least it was than I remembered. Right, here we go. So these are going to be the product stockpiles. That's the theory, at least. We may, of course, get off track and completely forget what this is and then have me sitting staring at this, scratching my head for 5 or 10 minutes next session going, what? What? Why exactly did I do this? It's probably a good idea just to link these up with some tunnels just for ease of movement, really, you know? We don't need them totally segregated. So we'll do that. And, in fact, maybe... No, these don't need linking up. The workshops don't need linking up. If they need to get to the next workshop, they can go down the goddamn corridor. Okay? Yeah, you watch yourselves, dwarves. You watch yourselves. And then that should deal with all those. And of course, we can extend this corridor further. I'm going to do this here. Boom. Bring the corridor further down this way, and also, because I'm a crazy cat like that, take it further down here. Boom, 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 boom. All the way? No, just a little bit further. Doesn't need to. Let's not get too crazy. The more wildly I dig, the more likely I am to breach cavern. Actually, that's a good point. I should probably start exploring for the caves and not attached to my main fortress. Let's go back up to the gate, and we'll do a #1 priority mining dig to locate the caverns. That's not my gate. That's my gate. And I think if I dig down here, a little tunnel. There we go. I don't know why I keep going for 3. It's not bad for pathing. Actually, let's make this much higher priority. This is going to be priority 3. Ah, don't do that. There we go. D, there. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Take that down there. Nice little trap corridor. And then we're going to come round the back here. Another little trap corridor. You know what? Bosh. There we go. That worked. Good. And then one more little pop down here. Oh, look. We've got bloody clay on the walls of the friggin' doodah. Brilliant. The walls of the friggin' doodah. Sounds like an album title from a prog rock band, doesn't it? Okay. Change of plan. Change of plan. Instead of doing that, we need to do it on the other side and do a deeper exploratory shaft than we did last time. So, this time, I think... I want it on the outside of all the traps and stuff, don't I? So I think if I just go dig, 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 or dig, dig. No, that's not how it works. That's remove designation. Dig, dig, and then just that, and in the middle of it all, I boom, 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 down, 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 down. Actually, that's crazy. Don't go 43 down at once. I've got to remember my patented staggered stairway technique. So we'll take it 1 level, 2 levels below there. Bosh, and then, of course, here's the special source of my defensive techniques. Bish bash. do ourselves a nice little tunnel like that, which can be trapped to fuck. And, please excuse my language, I'm such a rude boy. There we go, and then we go down, 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 maybe 10, bonk, and at that point, we'll just see what happens. I've just put stairs there, haven't I? Dig it out, you fool, dig it out. There we go. Bang! There we go. And then we'll see what happens with that little lock. So that should, hopefully, find us some nice sweet caverns. I thought you had Sanctum Spiritstone. I thought you'd been here before. And Thalia, you need sleep? Well, you have a good night. You fall asleep, you. And we'll make sure that booze and food gets made, so that if you ever come back, you'll see a fully functioning fortress. The 3 Fs. Fully functioning fortress. The fort's not going too badly, although we have just had a very timely reminder to get some food done. And if we don't, it's going to be problems. It's going to be bloody problems. Right, let's have a look in here. This is all priority 6. Maybe I should go down a floor. Or up a floor. Yeah, up a floor. And now I should really designate a food area. So, if we go to priority number 1. Priority uno. And then we dig a little tunnel down here. What the figgins was that all about? Don't do that, scoundrel. Keep it nice and neat. Keep it lovely and neat. There we go. And if we build off here, I'm going to make a single shift square room. And off of it, I'm going to put a load of little No, that's... we can add those later on if we need to. Just going to make this dining room that size. Off the dining room, or maybe opposite the dining room. I'll make our turkey egg room over here. No, that's not going to be a nest room. Sod that. That side can remain blank for a bit. Just a bit further down here. Please excuse my rather pedestrian style, but hopefully you'll bear with me and gain some level of enjoyment. Right, this is going to be our food stockpile. And then from there, we're going to have a little kitchen / distillery or brewery, whatever you call them, here. Aha, clever, huh? There we go, that's going to be our kitchen, and they're all going to be connected via doors, which of course is usually the medium of connection in architecture. Okay, that should do it. Let's get these lads down here, dig out our kitchen and dining area, and get our food stashed downsize. Hey, Cupo! Squares. You are correct. It's very square. I'm all embarrassed now. Cupo's come in and seen my ugly square forts, and later on people are going to no doubt flock from my channel to his and go, oh my goodness, look at these beautiful designs. This fortress looks like a bouquet of flowers. I half expect to be stung by a bee as I lean towards my monitor. Oh, your artistry is exquisite. That's the kind of thing that will happen. And here's me sitting there going, I'm making square rooms, and I'm going to put food in one, and a kitchen in the other one. Just clunking along like some kind of, well, scrub. Some kind of scrub-tier dear fool. Sorry, more than 19 viewers, did you say? Oh, hello. Hello, 19 people. What's going on here? It is now summer. We completely missed that snowstorm. We left everyone upstairs digging away, didn't we? What the hell is this? Oh, is this a save? It's saving. Okay, well, we've made it to the first annual save, so I'm quite chuffed with that. I feel pleased. Right, let's go back to the gate, see what happens. Doesn't look like much snow has settled, so we're okay here. Do we need to stop making graves now? Have we got enough tombs? I think our sarcophagus quotient is fairly high. Kind of makes sense to think about at least stopping making them, right? I mean, we haven't even dug out the graveyard yet. Or have we? Have they started work on that? Not even a bit. Which is good, because we want them actually doing practical things and making stuff that we can actually utilise. Where's... what? Oh yeah, up one floor. There we go. The miners are cutting through the granite like butter. As in the granite is butter. Not like their butter, because if you try and cut through granite with butter, you're going to have a hard time. Unless Perhaps. Now bear with me. You pressurise the butter in extremely high pressures and then force it out through a very small nozzle, causing a high pressure jet of butter to fly out of the end. And this very fine, thin, high pressure jet of butter should be able to wear through things much in the same way a 6000 psi water jet does on that YouTube channel. Do you reckon that'd work? Do you reckon I could become the butter cutter? I could start up a new YouTube channel? Hi, I'm the butter cutter and we're going to see if butter will cut this. What are we cutting today? We're going to cut a car in half with butter. Actually, I think there's a limited scope on that. I don't think we're going to get too far before people get tired of seeing things cut by butter. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe there's a limitless thirst for buttery cutting. It's possible. But I have my doubts. I have my doubts. I suppose you could... Yeah, that guy who makes the knives out of Jello, you could freeze the butter and then sort of sharpen it perhaps. But that's a very temperature-specific kind of scenario, isn't it? You're not making an ice butter knife. Is it butter ice or ice butter? I think butter ice sounds more right. You're not making, although it now sounds like a kind of tasty dish made by cooking rice with butter. So, like butter chicken. My tummy's actually rumbling quite aggressively and my mouth is now watering just thinking about all these ideas. They're rolling around in my head like a kitchen upended in an earthquake. That would make it cheesy. I suppose, yeah, no, if you force the butter through the hole, that would start the... Is that how they do the cheese? Is that how they do cheeses? I don't know. I don't know how you do cheese. I've never done cheese. Actually, I think that's a lie. I think I made cheese in primary school. No, that was butter. We collected all the cream from our milk and churned it and made butter. Everyone made 2 pats of butter, one with salt and one without, and we took them home, and it was quite good. I think that was the same period in which we made bread. It's hazy. I was about 6 or 7, so maybe not. I don't know why I'm telling you stories about the time I spent in primary school. That is hardly relevant. We've got lots of gems lying around, haven't we? Maybe I should make a gem stockpile. Maybe I should actually set a hotkey to come down to the kitchens. There we go. F3, zoom here, name, food. There we go. So F1, the gates, F2, the temples, F3, food, and I suppose if we go down 1, we'll go to the industry area and set a hotkey for that as well. F4, ZN, industry. There we go. Those of you who have just joined us, I will warn you that I am notorious for taking breaks in the middle of my stream, and seeing as the pressure in my bladder has reached somewhere around the region of 3 trillion psi right now, I will be taking one of those breaks relatively soon. Just be warned, they're about 10 to 15 minutes long, and I give a musical interlude, so be prepared, be prepared. We've now got to an hour-long recording for the YouTube upload, so I really should stop it, but because I'm going to push on just a little longer, we'll stop it when I take my break, rather than stopping it now and having like a 5, 10, 20-minute video. Who watches 20-minute videos, am I right? Oh, yeah, everybody. It's the premium size. It's the best size, the real size. 20-minute videos. That, if I may use another person's term, the good kush. Cheese has the liquid removed and then aged. Butter is just stirred. But is it enough PSI to cut granite? And could you put it on YouTube? Well, Cupo, I mean, if I achieve the technological level required to cut granite with butter, which I think is possible, I think with enough PSI, any relatively liquid substance can be used to cut stuff. You just have to force it out the nozzle hard enough. That's how it works. That's my belief, anyway. But I could easily put that on YouTube. I mean, look at my YouTube channel. Clearly, anybody can put whatever they want on YouTube. I mean, I have uploaded literal hours of footage of variable quality. Let's put it that way. And no one's ever come for me. No one's ever told me to stop. So you can put what you want on there, as long as you're not doing something really, truly awful. Say, let's not say, actually. The kind of things that will get you banned from... actually, you can get banned from YouTube for relatively minor infractions of human decency. But, as soon as I say things like that, my mind leaps to truly appalling things, which, frankly, if we were in the pub, I would have no problem going on about for hours. But seeing as we're not in a pub, we're in a much more public forum than a public house, ironically. I don't think I'll do that. And especially as we're being recorded for posteriority. Oh, could the pressure in my bladder cut granite? Well, I'm actually slightly concerned it will cut through the porcelain of the bowl. I am at least that worried, and if not, I may well blow my bell end off. But, we'll have to wait and see. We shall have to wait and see. Maybe I'll have to have some kind of staging system, a series of clamps to avoid it all coming out at once and exploding my genitals. We'll see. I've probably got some bulldog clips lying around, but that does sound like a fairly painful way to manage the flow of urine. Maybe I'll just rely on my urethra's natural muscles. Seems like a more, gentle way to go. Oh my god. If anyone's hearing that sound like an overinflated tyre pinging, that's actually my bladder. I'm lying, of course, there is no sound, but, for the jollies, for the laughs. I mean, if my bladder was actually making a sound, it would sound something more like this. No, please! I don't know why, but, that's how it sounds to me in my mind. So let's build a food stockpile, seeing as we're speaking of bodily effluent. Bodily effluvia? There we go, there's our food stockpile. I love this track, by the way. This little bit in the background is super good for me. It makes my ears feel real nice. We're going to build a kitchen. BK. Oh, not on this screen it isn't. BK. Kennels? What's a kitchen? Is that a workshop? W. Workshop. Kitchen is Z, of course. How could I forget Z? I mean, it's the obvious choice. Let's make our kitchen out of marble so it's nice and white and looks beautiful when cleaned. We're also going to make a brewer's shop in here, whatever that's called. It's not called a brewer's shop, is it? It's a still, which is L. Oh, I didn't even have to look on the menu to find it. The memories, they come back. So I'm going to put a still in here. Should probably... Oh shit, we haven't set any farms up. Might be a little late for that now. Let's make another marble still. Or another marble building. So we've got our kitchen and our still in there. Do we put a farmer's workshop in here as well? All the food's going to end up being dragged here. So to be honest, maybe we should. Actually, no, I'll do a farmer's workshop separate where we're going to have the cows. I'll put it near the pasture so we get more milk done. Milk makes cheese. Oh yeah. Hello, Svankenson. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. That seems like a fairly Scandinavian name. Am I guessing right? Am I getting your geographical origin location roughly in the ballpark? Somewhere sort of Norway, Sweden, Denmark? Possibly Finland? I don't think it's Finland. No, it's not Finland. Anyway, there's a guess. You feel free to respond or not. Nope, from Chile! Oh, well, there you go. Well, there is a testament to the power of human imagination. You've managed to imagine a name that made me imagine you were from somewhere you're not. Compound imagination. Fractal imagination. The best. So, where are we going? I'm sorry, I'm just catching up with chat here. I reckon, I mean, we're forgetting that... Sorry to linger on this urine-based topic, but I just noticed Kupo saying peeing really hard. If we think about it, it's not just the pressure that's doing the cutting, is it? Because that's just doing the cutting quickly. If we, say, manage to sustain urination onto a piece of granite for a few thousand years, you might be able to slice it that way. Of course, you do have to first overcome the hurdle of immortality and then the process of consuming and expelling stuff in a continuous loop for that thousands of years. But, in theory, entirely possible. So maybe one day, once we've all figured out immortality, I'll give that a go and I'll get back to you, Kupo. I'll let you know. What's Nuka Citrus saying here? Might have a hard time taking a piss then, gonna cut through the toilet. Well, exactly. That's part of the problem. There's going to be a moment like about halfway through the P, where I'll be able to lean forward onto the stream and lift my feet off the floor. And if the balance is just right, I'll be able to tap the wall next to me and slowly rotate in a star shape with my arms and legs out, round and round above the toilet. Hopefully that's conjured the correct mental image in your mind and not something far worse. I mean, you could go to a pretty dark place imagining that scenario, but hopefully you went to a comedy place. And please, you smutty people, don't imagine my willy. That's disgusting. Put some pixelation on that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. You could have an order of monks. I can imagine that, like a 1,000-year continuous occupations of just monks peeing into the spot and drilling a hole down into the ground. I wonder how deep you could go. I mean, beyond a certain point, I imagine falling urine would sort of lose coherency and start to turn into a mist rather than a droplet. I suppose mist is droplets. It's just very small droplets. A macro drop, shall we say? A macro urine drop. Macro urine drop. Just a macro drop is good enough words. Come on. Oh, true. You could make. Well, no. If you're making a stalactite, the stalactite would end up coming from the source of the drips, so to speak. And I think if you've got the discipline to stand there or form an order of monks that remain peeing on the same spot for thousands of years, then I'm pretty sure you've got the wherewithal to sort of flick any calcified drops that start to form away and not allow the forming of a stalactite. Oh, someone followed. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to go off on a massive golden tangent about the yellow river of urine and have someone follow in the middle of it. Feels weird, man. Feels weird. And hello, Mr. Mex. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. By the way, everybody, Mr. Mex is the guy who's done most of the artwork on my channel, and he deserves a big round of applause for it. In fact, let's greet him properly. Mr. Mex. There you go. He's got a proper intro in chat and everything. He's not alone. Other people have them. But, you know. Anyway, have I left that unpaused? No, it's been in a menu. Thank God for that. For a second I thought I'd gone off on a massive tangent, left the game unpaused and had all of my dwarves starve to death. Or dehydrate. Take your pick. I mean, they're fairly similar activities, right? They're digging out the mines. That's good. We're going to see if we can discover any caverns. And this seems like an ideal spot to say, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. Hang on, I'll turn the camera on and say bye-bye. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure recording for you, and I'll see you in the next one, potentially. I mean, if you've managed to slog through an hour and 12 minutes of this, then, I mean, come on. You're already nuts deep. You may as well go on to the next one. No. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, YouTube.